Well, good evening and welcome to A Psalm and a Song. Once again from an undisclosed location here at St. Mark's. I think we should start playing Psalm and a Song bingo to see if people figure out all the spots. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, just being silly. Hope you are good on this Wednesday evening. Post-Easter Wednesday. It's getting awfully close to warm weather Wednesday, warm weather summertime. So I hope this finds you well and in good spirits. It's nice to have a chance to play a little bit this evening. We had a very, very young child in the building yesterday and was not having the best of days, which happens sometimes when you're a very, very young child. And so was meandering past my office and I think being carried. And so I said, hey, I have just the thing. And I whipped out a guitar because, you know, who doesn't like a guitar? Guess who doesn't like a guitar? Lord have mercy. So I hope that when I break this out and have a chance to play with you, that you don't cry nearly as much as that poor little guy cried yesterday. I tell you, it just took all the wind right out of my sails. Anyway, I hope you are well on this Wednesday evening. We are going to read a little bit from Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is my stronghold, is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When evildoers assail me to devour my flesh, my adversaries and foes, they shall stumble and fall. Though an army encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war rise up against me, yet I will be confident. And then skipping to the end, I believe that I shall see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. What'd you hear in that psalm? I heard a lot of confidence. I heard a lot of faith. Yeah. I heard a lot of bravery. You know, we're reading a book about darkness in our book study on Monday evenings, and it seems to be so far a whole lot of talking about what it is that we are afraid of, what we are fearful about, and how to practice not being quite so afraid. And doesn't that seem to be an interesting antidote to all of the anxiety and fears that we face today? Not telling someone to, hey, be brave, don't be afraid, but giving us opportunities to practice little ways to be brave, so that when the time comes that we need to practice big ways to be brave, we have a lot of fuel in that tank. We have the ability to say yes when asked to do hard things. We have the ability to stand up and do those hard things that may not come naturally to us. And if we think about it, and certainly if we think about it too long in advance, we might just say, nope, sorry, not me. You got the wrong guy for that. But if we practice that bravery, then maybe we are the right person for that. Maybe we are able to stand up in hard times and say hard things, or do hard things, or be that hard thing that someone else needs. Practicing bravery. That means stepping into your fears. You don't need a book on how to practice bravery. You don't need to read a magazine article or watch a psalm and a song to know what it is that you're afraid of. No, that you've got down. You know what that is, just like I know what mine are. And so practicing bravery means stepping into that. A little, not a lot, but stepping into that enough and regularly, often enough to get ourselves a little more accustomed to being brave. And what a beautiful thing that can be. What a beautiful lesson from this psalm of faith, of confidence, of knowing that everything is going to be okay. That is practicing bravery as well. Psalm 27. Read it for yourself. Just a simple little song today. We've done this one several times in the past, but I love it so, and I love it living in my heart, and I hope that you have it in yours. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. With me, will you? Alleluia, 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 alleluia. I got to tell you, friends, a big part of me practicing my bravery is spending a little bit of time with you. So it's good to be with you this week and every week. I hope you are well. You're in my prayers. Keep me in yours. See you next week.